Welcome back, folks, to more Neverwinter Nights. Luglug has slain the evil wizard Meldanan because Meldanan would not strike a deal with Luglug. I believe if you have more charisma or intelligence, he offers you another 500 gold to kill Formosa, which is what I wanted to do. Maybe I'll just kill her anyways.
So you have returned. Do you have news?
Me have wizard silver tooth! The tooth, yes, that looks to be the one. I understand Meldanan took power from it, would not part with it willingly, so he is indeed dead. I am relieved. Far more important is the key. Yeah, me has it! Allow me to see it. Yes, this is the one. I can detect the counter spells on it. Bless you, sir. The city will be thanking the gods for you in the days to come. You have retrieved the key and slain the monster in his home. I am in debt to you, sir. I hope what little reward I have will offer will suffice. As promised, I'll give you the necklace and 500 gold pieces. I know it isn't much, but I hope you can take satisfaction in knowing that you helped so many. Nope! You give me more gold or me sell your teeth, maybe! I see. Threats, is it? This is how you respond to a reward, well intended? Or do you simply look on this as some form of back alley bargaining? Regardless, I won't stand for it. I offered you a reward for your good service, and I hope that you'd accept it gracefully. Me take big risk. Bigger reward is fire, no? I have nothing more to offer you except my gratitude. You have helped far more than I thought anyone would. I must go and collect the others into the warehouse. Farewell, my lord. You go nowhere! You don't walk from me! Give me key back and tooth and 500 gold, bitch! Me asshole! Arabeth! Check out this cool silver tooth I got!
One of the bards here in Castle Never is composing a song to honor your adventures.
Yeah!
I believe I heard Lord Nasher himself humming the tune in the halls.
Me got one of them water monster things!
You are truly remarkable. If nothing else, you prove that wit is no match for courage and skill.
Luglug explains about the Dryad in the Black Lake District, and how the evil wizard killed her in front of him.
It is shameful the way such a gentle creature is mishandled.
Tell me about it!
It does enough harm without us adding to it. Where others have found only failure, you have discovered shining success. Neverwinter is in your debt.
You got nice boobies!
Battling the plague has drained the coffers of Neverwinter. I regret I cannot offer you more than 500 gold pieces for all you have accomplished.
500 gold? That's not fair, me want more!
Were it up to me, you would have a king's ransom for all.
Yeah.
Is there something else you need?
Me talk!
Of course. I will do my best to help with whatever you need to know. Farewell, mate.
Can't you heal me, bitch?
Welcome, we are all eagerly
Thank you! Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and sell all this extra crap that we have and get it identified, and then I'll come back and we can go over the inventory. Alright. Got tidied up a bit here. Time to drop off our books at the library. And now we have All of our documents saved here. You can always come back and read them for story time. Yay! Hey Olaf, I got some items for you, but I'm not gonna give them to you.
Eh? What can Tommy do for you?
Me just want to talk, Tommy. Continue your story from before. Oh, fine, fine. Picture this then, my lord. There I was, lying in the arms of my human sweetie, completely unaware my angry patroness was on her way. I was also unaware that at the same time my sweetie's father, the vizier, had been tipped off to my presence by the old rival of mine. Both the wizard and the Medusa were descending on the tower, determined to kill me, and I was contently asleep in the hay, naked as a jaybird. Oh, that not sound good. Yes, well, being naked in the hay can leave you picking straw out of your... Oh, you probably mean me coming to kill thing. No, that wasn't good either. So I'm lying there with a big smile, eh? Suddenly, bam! The door to the loft flies open, and there's a great vizier full of rage. So he catches you with his daughter? You defend her honor? Oh no, I already taken her virtue, and I wasn't aware of any honor, my lord. No, I hid behind her and screamed in terror like a banshee. Not the most heroic picture, I'll admit. I darted through his legs and fled naked into the streets. Before I knew it, the vizier was chasing me through half the city, firing off lightning bolts and curses at a rapid pace. My patroness said also was a bit miffed to see us breeze past her, and she too took up the chase. Her fury grew and grew as we stayed ahead of her. I ran for all I was worth, but bugger me if the wizard couldn't move those skinny little legs of his. The Medusa finally found him, throttling me angry atop the largest building in the market, Saban. What happened next? Well, my patroness was mad enough that she was determined to be the one to murder me first. She and the vizier yanked me between them like some tug-of-war, and all I could do was gurgle helplessly. They shouted threats and screamed at each other until the Medusa lifted her veil. The vizier saw this and launched himself at her, casting a deadly spell as he flew. He hit us squarely and they both flew over the edge of the rooftop. I would have been gladly rid of them both, but alas, poor Tommy was catapulted right along with them. We hit 3 canopies on the way down and finally landed square in the middle of the market. The vizier's spell had worked, as the Medusa was dead, but not before he had been turned into a statue. A broken statue by that time, and there I sat, naked and stunned, but otherwise unhurt. And this make you famous? Well, sure, my lord. The crowd assumed I had killed a powerful Medusa and a famous wizard, barehanded no less. I was in no condition to argue. Word spread rapidly, of course, and the story grew. You wouldn't believe some versions I heard. Sadly, the constabulary believed them. I was wanted, man, for murdering the vizier. Good for my reputation, perhaps, but bad for my health. His daughter wasn't too impressed either. She angry because you killed Daddy? You'd think so, but no. She just didn't want to shack up with the wanted halfling. I had to prove my innocence. That's why I decided to come to Neverwinter. One of my oldest friends lived here in the forgery master. I was hoping he could make some documents to clear my name at Calamport. Sadly, I suspect Vermin's fallen victim to the plague. Can't find him anywhere. So that means no evidence and no marriage for poor Tommy. Maybe we find your friend somehow. Oh, who cares about him? I just want those documents. Maybe he finished them before he croaked. I can only hope. If me finds them, me let you know. That'd be nice of you, my lord. Until then, let's just go about your quest, eh? I think I just put him in a chest over here.
What can Tommy do for you?
This the papers? What? You're not kidding, right? Let me see that. Hey, Lord, my friend Halfling. Yep, that's me old Monica. And this really isn't Blemmy's work, after all. Just my luck that it would be his crappiest work ever. I'd be laughed out of Calamport if I tried to use this. Oh well, that's life. Said I had the biggest buck teeth anyways. Don't know what I was thinking. I suppose I should have thanked you for saving my effort, my lord. Come to think of it, here, let me give you this in return. It was a ring that the Vizier wore, but I managed to slip it off his finger before he got stoned. That's it, a simple ring? Yeah, well, the Vizier seemed to value it, said it had great magic in it, but never did nothing for me. Maybe it'll bring you luck. At any rate, I don't have to worry about finding the stupid bellmare anymore. I'd have had him killed for being an idiot anyway. Let's just keep on with the quest, my lord, eh? Alright, so we can start finishing everybody's quest at this point. And we need that leavened bread recipe. One of the other NPCs will need it. Or whatever. Other hirelings. Ring of the Rogue. Yeah. Well, not much use to me. I can put it on for dexterity for now. But my armor has a maximum dexterity bonus of 1 anyway, so it's actually quite useless. And most of the armor I'll wear is going to be that. So I'm better off selling it. I'll wear it till I find something better, I suppose. Alright, well while we're here, let's talk to Body Knock.
So you must need something.
He's the one we need to give the recipe to.
Is that you want me to join up with you again, correct? Is there something you need?
I told you earlier I came to Neverwinter to study Wailing Death, Luglug, but there was another reason I came as well. Given all that has happened, it seems rather unimportant now. But you did ask, so I must conclude you are interested in my motivations. I have come to Neverwinter in search of bread. Bread? I know how foolish it sounds, but I heard the tales of a special type of bread found only here in Neverwinter. Leavened bread, they call it. It is said the loaf stays fresh for months, and it will never go stale or moldy. I was hoping that when I came to Neverwinter, I could find someone to teach me the secret of making this wondrous leavened bread. If we could determine the agents and keep the bread from spoiling, I think the principles could be applied to any number of other uses. With a little research of this discovery could mean so much more than simple bread. But you not find nobody for give you recipe yet? I looked for some time when I first arrived in the city, but it seems secret, known only to a few master bakers, and unfortunately they have all been claimed by the plague. I suppose someone still has a copy of the recipe somewhere, but the smaller I witnessed death and suffering in this place is less important than discovering the leavened bread became. I believe the discovery of the leavened bread recipe could have far-reaching benefits, and I would like someday to be able to bring a copy back to my home of Lantan. But I know your mission here is important, Luglug. I'll not let my scientific curiosity get in the way of your work. Me got recipe for bread here. This be what you need? You do? This is wonderful, yes. This is exactly what I need. I have no gold or treasures to reward, but there's one thing I can offer. A small token, perhaps. It is all I have. Before I left Lantern, I was given this ring by my master, Porphyrio. He said it embodies the essence of discovery and the quest of knowledge. Because you have helped me in discovering the miracle of this leavened bread, I feel you have earned the right to wear this ring. That's it, a cheap ring? There is power in this ring, Luglug. The ring comes from the island of Lantan, island of discovery and invention. It has the power to grant insight to the wearer. I regret there is nothing else I can give you, Luglug, but once more I thank you for what you've done. But we should return our attention to great matters now. Resume your mission. Terabeth is counting on you. This ring better let me identify shit for free. Regeneration? Now we're talking. Ring for sale!
We are all eagerly awaiting its recovery.
$0 gold? Fuck it. Oh, that's right. I think the rings get better. Or you get to do a second plot quest with them later. And it makes it a little better. Then maybe I can sell it. I don't know. Anyways. We better finish the first plot quest with everybody first. So let's head back to the tavern. We're going to offload some shit. This is kind of an intermission video. I really could use a magic great axe and a magic warhammer, please.
Hello?
Not a regular one. I want a fucking magic one, and of course you don't have it. Well, suck my balls. I have the adamantite I need to forge a better weapon, but you have to have a magical weapon, I believe. Let me go double check.
Hello there!
Yeah, can't do shit. It's got to be a +1 weapon or better. Dark as hell.
Greetings to you again. Have you come to sample the delights of our company in the back room? Or is this about business?
Me got art crap you might like. Well, then you phrase it like, how can I not be intrigued? I was looking for a number of things. What have you got? Lulu describes securing the portrait from the Thomas Swinbottom. Portrait is painted on a rather sensitive document, but that was no excuse for killing Thomas. He was no fighter. He probably didn't even know there was anything wrong with the painting, and he didn't deserve to die for simply opposing the Moonstone Mask. I'm paying less for this bungled affair. You should have restrained yourself. I have this urn from Hodge. There's no value to the urn, but I love messing with Hodge. If you happen to spoil some scheme he was working on, all the better. Here, I'll pay you now for his piece. Excellent work. 400 gold should satisfy. There is more for you to retrieve. Yeah, one more.
What?
Alright, and we'll get everyone else to finish their tale here. Let's see, I don't think we have Grimnaws. We have Sharwins, though. Still want to listen to their tale so that we can get out what they need. Let's see here, inventory. Yeah, she wants the celestial elixir.
I suspected you'd show. Yes,
You want to hear the rest of the tale about my ill-fated affair, do you? I suppose there's no harm in it. I should have run off with Daelan or turned him aside completely. I did neither, as I was unwilling to disobey my mother. Instead, I seduced Lord Farthington as she wished, and loved my bard in secret. Daelan was kind to me. He was enthralled me with his music, and I adored him. Lord Farthington, on the other hand, was merely lustful and possessive, and my mother was overjoyed. The knot goes on for long, me thinking. No, that's true. These things are bound to come in a bad end, of course, and I wish I'd known that. As the date of my marriage to Lord Farthington grew closer, he began to suspect that something was amiss. I spent far too much time away from him and in Daelan's arms. It was all my mother could do to convince him that I was true to his love, and she was who finally discovered me in the arms of my bard. So she'd get Daelan killed, huh? She had the guards chase him away, but they weren't able to kill him. That didn't stop me from loving him either. Mother turned on me then and forbade me to see Daelan ever again. I was to marry Lord Farthington, and that was all there was to it. I refused at first. I loved Daelan, and nothing else mattered. So she begged me, that proud woman who got on her knees with tears in her eyes, and begged me not to abandon her to poverty. I could do as was expected, save my mother and marry a man whom I did not love, or I could run off into the unknown with Daelan. You chooses Lord What's-His-Name? I struggled with the decision, for I had never kept to make up my own mind. But the thought of the dreary life with Lord Farthington frightened me so, I chose Daelan. Lord Farthington was outraged. He tried to have Daelan and me executed, and we were forced to flee, with not a copper between us. My mother was crushed. She was turned out from the noble society as she feared, and lost everything to repay my stepfather's debt. What you do then? I fled from Neverwinter with Daelan, and we traveled far. He taught me how to become a bard in my own right. I did not return home for many years, until recently, in fact. It was an odd feeling to discover that Lord Farthington had lost his own fortune years ago, and both he and his household were now dead from the plague. That was the fate that had awaited me. And my mother? I have only been to see her once since my return. Mom be alive? She had lived all these years as a poor seamstress, it seems, bitter and blaming me for the poor luck which had befallen her. We said little to each other, as she ordered me out of her leaky cottage. I did not find one thing, however. She is dying. She suffers from bonorrhea, a disease which would require the attention of several clerics of the month to heal normally. With the plague, however, no one can help her, though I have tried in vain to find one who can. Why you even wants her healed? I don't know, really. I do not feel the need for her forgiveness, but nor am I angry at her. My mother is what she is. I only know of the sure cure of bonorrhea, an extract from a flower, it is said, can only be grown from the fabled cliffs of Mount Celestia. Finding such a potion will be difficult, I have no doubt. It is my hope to find one, however, and save my mother's life. I do not owe her, really, but I'd like to do this one thing for her. Me has that potion. This be potion you need? It is indeed. How you came across something that can only be made on another plane, however, well, I won't question. Thank you, Luglug. I have this sent to Mother as soon as possible. You've made me feel much better. Here, take this belt. It belonged to Daelan and I that I've saved. I want you to have it. Hopefully it will serve you well. Thanks, Sharwin! I'm not very used to kindness from others, Luglug. I will not forget this. Let us proceed with the mission. Hang tight, bitch. We gotta talk to Lenu.
I hoped that you would return, so I wait. Hey there, dear.
I love chatting with you, but don't you think we should focus on the mission? Continue your story, bitch! I guess I should be glad to share the daunting task with a friend. We are both adventurers. If I trust you with my life, I should trust you with my troubles. I'm sorry, I was so overcome with despair, but you see, I found the silver chalice of Moonbow once already. I found it in a small town called Lork. But then, oh Lug, I lost it again.
How is it possible, you clumsy bitch?
As I said, I found the chalice in the merchant town of Lork. The thief, a halfling, tried to sell it to Zent's merchant. When the halfling tried to charge him 500 gold, the Zent claimed the religious artifact as a tribute to Bane. The halfling thief protested, but the mayor of the town is a Zent as well. Next thing the halfling knew, he was arrested for the murder of an old woman who had spit in the face of a Zent's shoulder the day before. Obviously, he never committed the crime. It never fails to shock me when people are capable of such injustice.
How do you know this stuff?
I found out what happened when I showed up in the town and saw a mob of people about to hang him. Everyone was laughing and telling the story to anyone who'd listen. They actually thought that such injustice was funny. Even the bloody merchant was there for the hanging, and he was drinking from the sacred chalice.
Me can't believe he did that.
They already had the rope around the halfling's neck when I heard the whole story. I didn't know what to do, but I had to stop it. I ran forward into the crowd, yelling for them to stop, but I tripped and fell in the mud. I looked up and saw a face of a kindly grandmother. I reached for her hand, and she kicked me right in the teeth.
That old bitch beat you up?
You may think it's funny now, but it was devastating at the time. The mob turned into a giant brawl with fists and laughter everywhere. I crawled out of the crowd and fled town, weeping as I ran. I made it to the forest and collapsed in the bushes of the road, and I lay there weeping. I heard a twig snap. I spun around, and standing there behind me was the halfling. He winked at me and toasted me with the chalice, which he had held in his hand. I cried out that I'd have it back, but he laughed and disappeared into the wood, and I never saw him again.
You don't worry, Lenu. Me help you find cup.
Thank you, sweet Lug. That is a kind answer from a good friend.
Me have the cup right here.
The silver chalice of Moonbow? Thank you, Lug. I can never repay you for the gift of true friendship. There is something I have that might be of some use to you. This pendant of the elf. It's the power to enhance some of your abilities with those elven ancestors. You have proven in this day that you are a true friend to the elven people. This pendant only works for those who prove such worthiness. I am proud to be able to call you my friend, Lug.
That's it? A pendant?
Do not belittle its value. The true quality of the pendant lies within you. Because of you, Lug, I can return the chalice to where it belongs. I shall protect it with my life until the opportunity arises for me to visit Evreska. Until that time, I shall remain by your side and help you achieve your goals. Thank you again, my dear friend.
Huh? Pendant. Pendant schmendant. This belt sucks. Ooh, +1 dexterity. Whoop-de-doo.
Alright, so Daelan's feather is in the Docks District, which is where we'll be heading next.
You're back, so you must need something. The most logical assumption is that you want me to join up with you again, correct?
Sure, we'll take a sorcerer with us. We'll see how you work out. We're looking for Grimnaw's ring. And if I recall, it is somewhere in this region here. It's in one of these damn houses. Better fucking hit points.
Prepare to be eviscerated!
You got me mad! I'm gonna rip your head off and make it my puppet!
I think that might be it. I don't know about the sorcerer guy. He's kind of a puss. He definitely needs to stay in the back. Grimnaw.
I have been waiting for you. Is there something you...
I told you earlier there was a matter for those of my order, Lug-Lug, but you have proven yourself to be an agent of the Silent Lord. Death follows you wherever you go. I've not been completely honest with you of my reasons for coming to Neverwinter, Lug-Lug. I came here in search of someone. Her name is Alaganda. Like me, she was a disciple studying into the Order of Long Death. We often train together in anticipation of our initiation. I will not describe our initiation rituals to you, Lug-Lug, but the Silent Lord claims many of those who undertake them. Only the few who survive, as I did, are welcomed in the Order of the Long Death. But Alaganda could not bear to face her own mortality, and on the morning of her initiation she fled, breaking the vows she swore when she first joined the Order. I did not follow her right away. The ravages of the ritual have left me broken and weak, but when I recovered, my instructor came to me and told me what I must do. Alaganda had denied the Silent Lord that which was rightfully his. For this she must die, and because I am the lone survivor of the most recent initiation, I am the one given the privilege of killing her. If I am ever to advance further in the Order of Long Death, I must bring back proof of Alaganda's death to my masters. Proof? What kind of proof? Alaganda always wears a forged silver ring embossed with the crest of her family, a soaring falcon against a full moon, After wearing it for so many years, the ring will not fit over her finger, and she would never willingly remove the ring, while she lives in any case. The Silent Lord has many tools to reap this harvest. Alexander may have succumbed to the plague or other misfortune, but I will search the city until I either kill her or find the ring that proves she is already dead. Me help you kill Girly, or if she dead already, me help you find ring. I will not rest until I find the ring that proves Alexander has been taken by the Silent Lord, though I know my chances of success are few. Well, me found ring with bird on it. Maybe this be a ring you look for. Yes, this is Alexander's ring. This is the proof I needed. Now I know she has been taken by the Silent Lord. She was a fool to flee. There is nowhere to run. The death cannot find us. I have no gold or treasure to reward you, but there's one thing I can offer. A small token, perhaps. It is all I have. You have proved yourself a true servant of the Silent Lord, Lug. Take this amulet. All who join the long death are given a similar talisman. That cheap amulet? There is power in the amulet, Lug. It will not save you from the Silent Lord when he finally chooses you, but it will grant you some protection from succumbing to those who would deliver you into the grasp before your appointed time. Eventually I will return to my order and report Alexander's death to them, but this can wait until the mission here is done, Lug. The mark of death is upon you, Lug. As long as I stay by your side, I know I will serve the will of the Silent Lord. Not really, I don't like you. I heard you were a shitty companion. +1 constitution, now we're talking. Dexterity is for wimpy wimps. Lug got 19 strength and 19 constitution, and super smart with 6 intelligence. Alright, I'm gonna grab Daelan now. He's the last person we have to find an item for. And honestly, him and Lenu are the only people I like using in this game. The rest of these fuckers kinda suck. If the AI was better or more programmable, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But we're going to return to the Black Lake District in the next video.
Yes?
Let's get Daelan's story over with.
Yes? Is there something you need?
I suppose you deserve to know the rest of the story, Lug. I have kept this weight upon my heart, but we are in this together. If I cannot turn to a fellow half-orc for help, then who in the world can I turn to? There is something troubling me, Lug. My quest to prove my worth of Uthgardt warrior has yet begun, and already I fear I failed. Failed? How? I am not the first Red Tiger warrior to be exiled this way, though most who undertake a vision quest to do so have punishment for committing some crime of transgression against the tribe. When the warrior is sent from the tribe, he is given a special talisman. This talisman must remain by his side, for its magic brings the visions, and the visions illuminate his quest. My talisman was a simple brooch, worn by my mother, one of sentimental and spiritual value. Alas, I fear my quest will never be complete now, as the talisman, the key to my visions, is lost. Huh? It happened shortly after I started work at the docks. I tried to keep a vigilant guard over the talisman, but the district is crawling with pickpockets and cut purses. Ever since it was stolen, I have sought the brooch, but how can I locate such an object? It is unique, but of little monetary value. It may be that the thief who stole it threw it away and realized how little it was worth. That was partly the reason I stayed so long in the docks, hoping I might discover somehow the brooch. I am certain it is somewhere in the docks district, even now, if it was not burned on the bonfires of the plague corpses. You're not worried, we find brooch somehow. I know I shall probably never find my mother's brooch again, Lug, but I shall not give up hope. Without it, my vision quest will never be revealed to me. If me find it, me let you know. Thank you, Lug, but for now we should return to the task at hand. Erebeth is counting on you.